All right, One Pride Nation, check his channel. I'll send me this information. Then I sent it on Facebook, which Stoney, I think it said on the 97.1 Ticket, the morning show, said that one of his trusted sources said that the Lions are close to a deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers general manager, Kevin Colbert. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love and support. And that will be a game changer. That'll be a grand slam for the World Series for the Lions to get him to come here. Most of the people around him didn't believe he'd leave Pittsburgh, his hometown. And, maybe he won the challenge. And apparently the offer is basically humongous. And if he wants to challenge, and he want to prove that he's the best GM, what better way to go win in Detroit? Who ain't won a playoff game since 1991, who been in the playoff games, I think, 4 times? Maybe way more than 4 times after that, but they haven't won one. And for him to come here, hopefully he bring the Pittsburgh's philosophy of old, which it is to build a dominant offensive line, a dominant defensive line, dominant defense, and, build from there. But obviously the number one question most Lions fans are going to have with him is, will he have free will to get rid of Stafford or draft a quarterback? Because most people don't believe Bob Quinn had that. The second one is basically, are the Force going to be able to open that pocketbook and give him all the resources to build the team? Third thing I think people are going to think about is the coach. Who is going to be his coach? What if the Pittsburgh Steelers fired Mike Tomlin because of poor playoff performance? Will it be Mike Tomlin? Will it be Anthony Lynn? Does he have a preferred candidate? So he one of 4 people that have a second interview with the Lions, and I'm guessing in person. Brad Holmes came in. We know he came in. I think Dobbs had another interview. It was another guy. But out of all the guys that's there, I think I like him the best. Because you snatch somebody from a great organization who's been learning since 2010, I believe, how to build the football team. And that's what you want. And really, Pittsburgh downfall was injuries and Ben Roethlisberger not being able to run the football this year. And when Pittsburgh is on, it's all about running the football. So, I believe it when I hear it. He said that he don't want to say it was done, but basically, unless the Rooneys come with some crazy counteroffer, that it is going to be what it is. And then, the Rooneys, they probably got somebody they've been prepping. Somebody they like that's going to pretty much probably get a promotion to build it his way. And they had a critical point in Pittsburgh because last year they passed up on Cam Newton, they passed up on Jameis Winston, and a few other guys to back up. Ben Roethlisberger, they passed up on trading for Jacoby Brissett. Possibly could have made a move for Matthew Stafford, and they trusted Ben Roethlisberger coming off an elbow injury, and Big Ben was looking 3 bills the whole offseason. So, to be honest, they got questions on how to get them a quarterback. Because they traded a lot of draft compensation in the past for Minka Fitzpatrick, which it was rightfully so. So now they got to find a quarterback. They have some picks. They had Jameis. They had Jimmy Garoppolo. But also how to get that running game going, how to get that offensive line invigorated again. That's going to be the $1 million question for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But, him coming here, I think it's huge. I think a lot of people are going to put Theo Epstein's type of ambitions for him, for him to come in and win with the Red Sox and then win from the Cubs, and they've been rebuilding for almost 1,000 years. To feel like people gonna have Super Bowl ambitions, and people got to understand, with the perfect candidate coming in or the imperfect candidate coming in, Rome wasn't built in a day, and the Lions won't have a championship built in a day. It just won't happen. 5 draft picks, only $10 million in cap room. Obviously, there's probably some friendly contracts that they can move to get the cap the way they wanted to get it. But it's a difficult job, Obviously, then he got to find the coaches he want. Then the coach he want got to find the coaching staff that he want. So, it's going to be very interesting, man, to see how much he get paid and what's going to be his philosophy to tackle this. It's like cleaning your house. If your house dirty or you had kids come over, whatever situation it is, you like, should I tackle the kitchen first? Should I get the kids' room first? Should I, tire with the living room? So sometimes you don't know exactly where to start when you come into a mess like this. And is there some talent on this team? Yeah. The positive on this team is the offensive line, That's a positive, especially when healthy. And your DBs are positive. You got 2 young corners that's long and athletic, and Nararia and Jeff Okuda, who going to get better. You got Walker, And then if you bring back Romeo Cora, you got Romeo on the edge. You got Flowers on the edge. You got John Panisi going to get better. So you got some talent. I think a defensive philosophy and change. I think 3 major impact players in the defensive line, interior, linebacker, and safety. I think they really can turn around. But what's the chances you draft or acquire 3 impact players this offseason free agent draft or trade, it's really slim to none. Okay, but with him, I look forward to, seeing if he take the job. Obviously, we missed out on John Snyder. He signed an extension with Seattle Seahawks. His contract was going to be up, I think, this year was up. So look forward to seeing him. I mean, him and Snyder really don't make me no difference. I think they both on the same level. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see somebody with experience. If they had Brad Holmes, I was gonna ride with it. Always good to see a brother who would get promoted. I think he's gonna end up taking the Atlanta Falcons job. I mean, if it's Dobbs, he was assistant general manager in Indianapolis, so I don't know how much say so he had in players being acquired. I mean, but for that man to leave from Pittsburgh to Detroit, I mean, it's a little bit of a ride, but it's not far. And I think Detroit is an upgrade to Pittsburgh. I ain't trying to get disrespectful, but especially you look at our Metro Detroit area. I think he'll love living here. I think you do have some talent here. I do think if he listening to this channel, get rid of Stafford. If they don't let you control Stafford destiny, don't take the job. You shouldn't be handcuffed. You shouldn't be handcuffed on what you can and can't do in this situation when 13 years, only 3 playoff appearances and 3 losses. I think that's what I would tell him. If you can't get total control on what to do with Stafford and this team, go back to Pittsburgh. If you can, they allow you to do it and mold the team the way they want to mold, spend the money they want to spend. You need them to spend, then do your thing. Come here. But I think this will be turning the kernel for Sheila. I think Sheila will get a lot of people behind her if she's able to get this ball rolling. If she's able to get him to come to Detroit, I think a lot of people will kind of buy in. But a lot of people got to understand, with him being here for 1 year, it's not going to change much. With the perfect coach, this team is just not talented enough with 5 draft picks and no money for free agency. So my whole thing is be patient. Give him about 2 or 3 seasons to see real hard change. That's what I would say. Give him 2 or 3 seasons for real hard change. And just give him the benefit of the doubt until then, because, he can slam dunk the draft next year, and it still might not be enough to change it. So, I mean, my expectations is in 3 years, we start to see a contender on the field. Hopefully health don't get in the way. We see a contender on the field, and, we can build towards the championship. But, with him, look at the Pittsburgh draft pick. They're done well. Devin Bush. I mean, a lot of guys on their defensive line. Minka Fitzpatrick trade was good. Joe Hayden trade was good. But the only issue that's kind of been with Pittsburgh over the years is they really don't believe in drafting. They don't really draft good cornerbacks or cornerbacks over the years. That's why Tom Brady was always had a number, because they believe more in building the front 7 than defensive backs, and their front 7 was good. But Tom Brady was quick throwing. It really didn't affect them. So you had one issue about Pittsburgh. It was they believing in cornerbacks. But you come here, you got 2 really good cornerbacks already. You got some good backups too. So that wouldn't be a concern. That shouldn't be a concern coming here. You got 2 good backs. You got good safety in Walker. I mean, here, I think our defensive backs are better than Pittsburgh, especially when you put a formidable front 7. But if you don't take the job, then you're looking at Ed Dobbs. You're looking at, Brad Holmes. It was another guy they said as well, too, was 4th finalist. So if somehow the Marines do match the deal, or this is a false rumor, and you don't accept the deal, I mean, I imagine they paying them way more than getting paid in Pittsburgh. So, it could, and then on the flip side, it couldn't work. Well, if we get a guy that really was a GM, but they had a perfect scouting department, they had a perfect assistant GMs assisting him, and you come to Detroit and he forced to keep the scouting department he got, maybe it don't work. Who knows? But then again, they get somebody that they believe in, that's proven, and then we just got to ride with them. So hopefully the Sheila era really kicking off now with her hiring her own GM and hiring her own head coach. So the one thing I loved about it, they trying to lock up the GM. Then the GM and him and Colbert or whoever else to get a GM, they can pick a head coach and they can share similar philosophies. Because to be honest, Bob Quinn and Jim Caldwell had a better rapport than Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. So that's very, very important. So let me know what you guys think. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also got a Facebook. No, we don't have a Facebook group. It's just on this one. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you guys think about Colbert being close to signing with a contract with the Detroit Lions. We gonna